How can native plants attract hummingbirds? Have you ever wondered why hummingbirds seem to flock to certain gardens? The secret often lies in the native plants that create a perfect environment for these amazing birds. So, how can native plants attract hummingbirds? Let's break it down. First off, hummingbirds are naturally drawn to the shapes of flowers. They prefer long and tubular flowers that allow them to reach the nectar easily. Native plants often have these shapes, making it simple for hummingbirds to feed without competition from insects that like flat flowers. Next, let's talk about color. While red flowers are a favorite, hummingbirds also visit blooms in pink, orange, yellow, and purple. Native plants provide a variety of colors, ensuring that hummingbirds can find food throughout the growing season. Nectar is another key factor. Native plants produce nectar that is rich in sugar, giving hummingbirds the energy they need for their fast-paced lives. Because these plants are adapted to local conditions, they reliably produce nectar year after year. Timing is also important. Native plants bloom when hummingbirds are migrating and breeding. Early bloomers like pinkster flower and fire pinks offer energy for birds returning from winter. Later bloomers like cardinal flower and bee balm keep them nourished during summer. Native plants are well suited to local soil and climate, which means they requiring less maintenance and watering. This makes them sustainable choices for gardens, creating stable habitats for hummingbirds to find food and shelter. In addition to nectar, native plants provide perches and cover. Hummingbirds often rest on branches or tree tops, and a garden filled with native plants offers plenty of natural mark recapture spots. Hummingbirds also need protein, which they get from small insects. Native plants support local insect populations, providing an extra food source. Some native plants even attract insects that get trapped in sap wells, which hummingbirds can use for additional nutrition. If you want to create a backyard garden that attracts hummingbirds, consider these practical tips. Plant large patches of native species to create a rich food source. Include a mix of flowers with different bloom times and colors for continuous nectar. Adding water sources like shallow dishes or misters can help hummingbirds stay hydrated and clean. You can also use native vines like coral honeysuckle, which attract hummingbirds without becoming invasive. Avoid using pesticides that can harm the insects hummingbirds relying on. Lastly, adding natural perches like dead branches can support hummingbird behavior. By incorporating native plants into your garden, you create a welcoming habitat that meets the needs of hummingbirds for food, water, and shelter. This not only helps sustain their populations but also allows you to enjoy the beauty of these vibrant birds up close.